Computers count differently from us in a system known as binary. The decimal system that we normally use to represent numbers uses 10 symbols per digit. Let's count. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 is the last decimal symbol, so we reset the current digit back to 0 and add 1 to the next digit. It works the same way in binary, except we use just 2 symbols per bit, or binary digit. 0, 1, 1, 0. How can we represent negative numbers using this system? Our decimal system simply appends a negative symbol to the left of the number, but computers can't exactly do that. One way they can represent negative numbers is to split the range of numbers in half, and reserve the top half for negative numbers. This is the same thing as cutting off the leftmost bit to use as the sign. 0 means positive, 1 means negative. This early method is known as sign magnitude. This method has a couple of flaws though. Mainly, addition involving negative numbers gets a little tricky. If you try to add 3 and negative 1 together, the result should be 2. However, if you try to add those two numbers using the sign magnitude method in a 3-bit system, you're essentially adding 3 and 5 together. So instead, let's invert the negative range. Instead of just changing the leftmost bit to denote a negative sign, you need to also invert the number so that the distance from 0 remains the same. There's still one last issue though. We have two different ways of representing 0. To remedy this, we can move the negative range up by 1. In conclusion, here's how you represent negative numbers in binary according to the most common modern method. First, you take the positive version of that number and convert it into binary. Then, you make the leftmost bit 1. After that, you invert all the other bits. Finally, you increment the number by 1. And there you have your negative number in binary. You can even perform addition with this number and get the correct result. This method is known as 2's complement.